Welcome back, everyone, to the 7th and final build installment of Pikachu and Poke Ball by LEGO Pokemon. This is set number 72152, contains 2,050 pieces, retails for $199.99, and set was provided by the LEGO Group for review. Thank you, LEGO, and yes, we're still at it on the stand. And after a while, the stand is getting kind of boring to build. At least I got bright colors in here and stuff. So in the last installment we were just working along the sides here. We didn't really do anything with this yet. Well, in this installment today we're going to do the whole thing. We're going to set it up and we're going to review it. And today is the 23rd of July 2026. Yeah, so let's see here. So we just got to start more of the stand here. And I mean, it's holding at an 8 right now. Some parts are kind of flaky when you're building it, so you got to be very careful, be very patient. But other than that, though, I'm still pleased with the build. It's still very bright and colorful. Let's see if it'll stay at an 8. We don't want it to go any lower than that, because this is a really nice set. It's got a lot of bright colors. But as always, before we can begin, these videos are not to be considered or construed as professional product reviews, how-tos, or tutorials. These are just merely my notes for the final write-up. And this is not my day job. This is something I just do for fun, just more or less just as a hobby. You know? And the wording, verbiage, my thoughts and opinions on these sets are mine and mine alone. LEGO does not pay me to say anything. I just say what's on my mind. And finally, do not re-upload my content without my written permission. That's just, I can't emphasize that enough. Well, let's begin with bag 15. We're getting close. Okay. Now, I was thinking about how am I going to do the review on this. I'm just going to put it on a turntable and call it a day. I got the turntable down here on the floor. Last installment we were about 30 some odd minutes, so we got out pretty early. Hopefully that's the case with this one until I saw that Technic creeping in there. So looks like we're going to be here for a long time. Hopefully just maybe 15 minutes per bag. Depends on how much Technic and little stuff is involved. Yeah, there we go. And well, that's what we're working on now, another piece. I think it's going to go right there. Alright, let's begin. And so it begins. Yeah, I got to think of what I want to make for dinner tonight. I don't know yet. It's just so hot. I don't really want to think about food right now. The only type of food I want to think about is stuff that's cold. Skip 6 holes, put it on the 7th one right here. It looks like the picture. Jay, you ever going to get to those tutorials? Yeah, I got to get to those. Some have been asking about tutorials. I'm like, I'm getting to them. I'm just trying to get these done here first. Make sure before I commit. This will be 8 holes. Yep. Okay. Push it down, and Technic is something I want to work very slow through. Okay, we got that sticking out. Okay. Making sure all my I's are dotted and my T's are crossed. Because how many times I want to put this thing together? Once. Okay. Yeah, so get this done. I got a friend set that I want to do after this. It looks really fun, so I'm going to do that one after I do Pikachu. What I try to do is throughout the week I edit videos and I get some free time. And then after I'm done with all that, then I just decide to get some other stuff done, like smaller sets. So my goal is to try to get this one here done and sent up to YouTube as quickly as I can for your viewing enjoyment. And then we can focus on doing something else. Because after a while, working on a very large set, they do get to me after a while. I get kind of bored of working on the same models. And that's why I always kind of wish Lego would just chill out on big sets and just, or wish we could just pick if I want to do something big or not. Like modulars are not too bad, but I think what's killing me, it's not like I just have a set to review. I literally have like 30 something sets left to get done. And Lego has not slowed down. I haven't had any new sets, but you know, I'm getting kind of scared because, yeah, you don't know. We got to do this pesky Technic again. Oh no, I got to do the Technic. Alright, so leave that flipped upside down. Okay, this would help out a little bit here. It's the 7th hole here, and this should fit right there like that. Okay, do I dare? Does it say the black pin? Yes, it does, so we'll just commit to that. Not sure what that's going to do, but we'll see here. Oh, no, 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 no. We got to do more Technic. Jay, this is a Lego set. What's with the Technic? We don't know. Lego's got to sneak it in there. They know we hate it, so what do? Like, we're going to show Jay, we're going to sneak all the Technic we can in these. So he'll have to do them. Okay, that sits like that. Might be something that folds up. It could be a stand that we can reposition too. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of wiggle and jiggle in here. You always hear me say that. Start at this cross axle first right here. We're just going to start there. And I'm just going to wiggle and jiggle until I get that to go in. And hope we don't put it in the wrong areas. I don't know what, maybe it's the light switch to turn Pikachu's Thunderbolt on and off. We don't know. Okay, now I know where it's going to go. Okay. So I need to move all this out of the way because we're ready to install it and make sure. It's not how I thought it was going to be. It goes like that in there. Get that zoomed out for you here. Yeah, let's see here. This part fits in like this. No, wait, no. This piece fits in here. Now, what they want me to do is stick a nail in here in between these two items here. Just stick that in there. It's loose, so don't worry about it. One way to do it is to give it a good tug. If it doesn't fall out, then we know he did it right. And this one goes here, and I'm assuming that this stand part here goes like that. Give it a good tug, doesn't come out. Okay, well, we survived that. So maybe that's the launch ramp for Pikachu so he can blast off like how Team Rocket does in the anime. Okay, now it looks like we're moving on to another sub-step here. And yeah, I mean, you know, we gotta have Technic, but I think Lego does this to punish us sometimes. Now, just imagine some of the Technic guys, they want pure Technic, no Lego involved. They're probably like, Jay, come on, you can handle it. You build those big houses and you can't handle simple Technic. I just don't want to do it. Okay. I put that in the wrong spot. I'm checking my work. It's 3 holes. Okay, I see. But it's 3 holes. Oh, it's this pin here that's wrong. Well, I gotta take that off and move it, huh? That's why I hate Technic. It's just the counting part. Jay, you're a computer guy. You should know how to count. Yeah. But it's involving Technic, so we got an excuse. Okay. Now we can get back to regular bricks now. Regular, I guess I use that term very loosely. We're using specialty parts. But hey, you know what? Really nice parts to have. At least I got all this random color inside instead of it just being boring. And then this goes here. But yeah, that's where they want it. Yeah, I haven't been watching much anime. I've been watching Attack on Titan, the older ones. I'm still on season 2 right now. I've been getting back into that one. No slice of life, no rom-coms or romance comedies. You know what I forgot to do? I put that in the wrong spot. Boy, I'm messing up. The last installment I didn't do that, but this time I am. So I haven't been watching a whole lot of stuff. There's some that I really want to get into. I like those ones where they're like slice of life ones where there's like some drama involved and there's a fight going on and somebody's getting their face punched in. Yeah. Oh, there's a new one that came out. I've been watching it. Oh goodness, it's silly even to say it. Chain smoker cat. It literally is a cat woman. She likes to smoke. She chain smokes, like literally. And she lives like a pig. Her apartment's a mess. She likes to smoke. So I was like, oh, okay. And the first episode won me over. It's like, let's give this one a whirl. After I saw some pretty explicit stuff, I thought, okay, I got one that I can put in rotation now. Because Rent-A-Girlfriend's on a break, so I got to wait a year. But that's fine with that one. So we just have to wait, but that gives me a chance to watch other things and kind of expand my viewing horizons a bit. But I've been watching a little bit here and there. It's not too bad, you know. And I get the, oh, you know, you don't need to be watching. That's for little kids and girls and stuff. Really? The stuff I've been watching is not obviously for that. Especially with all the violence. Especially when I watched the first episode of Attack on Titan where the kid's mom she gets eaten right in front of him. It's like, oh man. Imagine being a kid watching that. These cartoons are not meant for little kids and babies and stuff. But you know how people around my generation and older are, oh, you don't need to be watching that. Nah, but I am. And if somebody judges me, their opinions don't mean anything to me. I just watch it anyways. That kind of thing here. And this goes here. We're getting somewhere, huh? We're getting somewhere. Alright. I can always use nougat, but you know what? I may rip this base apart anyway, so I'll be... That's not nougat. That is. Alright. I'll tell you what, I hate worse than you go in and grab some lunch meat to make a quick sandwich. And the meat is all gristly because I had some, what is it? I think it was ham or something. thing I hate about ham is it's all gristly. It's like, ugh. Some of you probably like, Jay, what the heck are you? It's supposed to be pre-sliced ham, like lunch meat. It was all gristly. I was like, what's going on here? We got to let these two get acquainted with each other. Okay, right there. I'm going to wiggle. Getting all that to line up is going to be a turd. There we go. And we're getting somewhere. Huh? I got that installed. Got to install it next. You know, get these going in here. I mean, it just feels like I'm just throwing random junk parts in here, but although these colors are not junk, I can use them. This right here, if you put some transparent blue or clear tiles on the top of that, that color there works good for pool liners, for making like swimming pools and stuff. And yeah, we got to put that in there. Fill that hole right there. We're getting close. We got a base on here now. I just got to finish up this raw side here. Oh, this is angled differently, so we can't rotate it all the way around. So you gotta rest it on this piece right here, like that. Well, that's unusual. I've never done it like that before. I do it on my tutorials, but that means you're going to have to put your hands behind here and really lock that in place. So all these plates here, you're going to have to muscle in, like just literally. Rule of thumb is you could have used bigger plates, but smaller plates are a lot easier to put in than big plates. That's like now when I do my terrain builds and stuff. I try to use the smallest possible part as possible, so I don't have to muscle in things. Okay. There. I think that wraps up the bottom with a hole here. Maybe that's the place to stash stuff. We don't know. Alright, now we're going to flip this back over here, and we got to make 5 of these things. So let's start doing it here. Let's do it. Let's build it. Let's just say let's get it done so I can review it and do another set build today. I need to get onto some tutorials. I got a bunch of prototypes I want to start working on here. And I really can't do that right now because I got to do set reviews first. This channel here, I try to keep the content flowing at least 4 days a week. Usually have some other stuff. That's what we have remain there for bag 15. And now we got to put these on here, let these get to know each other a bit better. Okay. But, oh no, we got a long ways to go. You know why? We still got to fill in all this up here. That's what bag 15 did, was just finish up this base with the rocket launcher. And finally, we're going to wrap this whole build installment with bag 16. And while I'm unbagging this, I want to thank everyone on my main channel and Patreon for being contributors. It's always a big help. And someday I'd like to avoid doing sets and do strictly mocks and tutorials. In addition to all that, thank you for checking out my Rebrickable profile and checking out all the stuff. Ooh, those look like they'd be very handy. Very handy indeed. And it's a soft rubbery plastic too, even better. And finally, if you like the way I do these things, you like checking out the parts with me or just exploring sets, you're in the right place. Feel free to subscribe. It's free. You know, you can take a sample, share it with your friends and family. I try to keep the rants down to a minimum, which is always a big help. But at the end of the day, this is just a hobby of mine, and yeah, it's just for fun. You know, so And I'm not for everybody, so if you don't just say, Jay, I just don't really care much for hearing your rants or your brute honest on set reviews. I'm looking for more canned stuff. You know, I understand too. You know, that's just how it is, you know. Okay, now let's get going here, because we don't have a lot left. It doesn't look exciting, because I kind of figured that. So at this point right now, we're still at an 8. We're not done yet. But we're working on this thing here still. And we're going to be tackling this thing here. Well, let's just get on it right now. My throat's getting a little raspy, so I got to kind of get this done quickly here. At least there's no Technic, and we had a small bag, but I don't think it's going to be all that bad. So what I'm going to do now is just start sorting parts out here so we can get through it quickly. But in order to get through it fast, I got to take my time. I'm trying to find another slope here. Ooh, I don't want that falling behind there. All right. All right. Step 630. Okay. I mean, it's not a bad build. I just think it feels more like I'm just piecing random things together. Oh, I got a tutorial that needs 5 of these 2x3 flat tiles in black. Save them up, kids. You may need them. Just as a heads up. Jay, please don't use black. I have to. This one project I was going to use a different color, but black looked a little more well suited, and that's what I had to use, unfortunately. So, yeah, you just take what you get, you know. Does that go there? Doesn't go there. What about that? Okay. There's a lot of, and black is not an exciting color for me, so I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. We're ready to go here. I hope we can get this done here real quick. I am going to tack the review or the tour on the end of this video here. So if you're looking for the tour, I'll have it all indexed too. I did get a question, how do I index my videos? I watch the video like how you watch it. If I need to put an index in a certain spot, that's what I usually do. It's all done by hand. I don't use the automated bot to do it because it puts indexes in the weirdest places. And I already know how everything's broken down. And yeah, we are going to have to do a bunch of stuff here. We got a lot of stuff to put in around here. Let's start with, okay, we're going to put this guy here at the very end because it's going to call for that. Because I got this guy here, but it's backwards. So we need a bunch that are facing this way. Yeah, it asked for that there. We'll need that later. All right. Okay, then we need one of these here. Now you can kind of see where we're going to be filling in the holes. Trying to get it closer, but it's almost like a big giant Star Wars set. It's just getting bigger and bigger. Well, I need that other piece backwards. It's like this. Oh, I see it. That's what we need. And right there. Okay. All right. No. We got a long ways to go on this base thing here. All right. So right now I need to find a 1x2. It's kind of just all over the place. So I think what they were trying to do here was just kind of make it look kind of rugged. It's got some Lego. I would have smooth tiled the whole thing off, but a lot of these pieces just don't exist, so they just kind of blended in. Step 633. You got a lot of parts there. You're going to have to. The only solution I can give you is take your time. Take your time. Do it right. We got a lot of friction pins or 1x2 plates. Ooh, we're a long ways away. I'm sure there's more that goes on to this. I bet that Pikachu, that thing's going to stick in his rear. I think that's what that's for. Yeah, while I was on my break here, I managed to start another file. So right now I'm just processing videos, trying to get some stuff done here. It's a bunch of editing. I hate editing videos. If you're a veteran here, you know how much I hate them. I hate editing these things or reviews. It's not like a tutorial. Tutorials are harder to edit, but I like doing tutorials versus doing reviews. Same old thing every time. The same old MO. And it does get kind of irritating. I survived that for some reason. Wow. Okay, now we're going to be on this side here. And then now we're going to have to continue where we left off. Isn't that cool? And then we're going to have to wrap around here. Here. Yeah. Okay. I need to go back live again on doing some gaming. I just don't want to do Minecraft all the time. Yeah, I was reading the comments, though, again, about VTubers, and some of you said I'd never figure you doing VTuber stuff. Well, when LEGO took that thing away from me using my sig fig, and people were saying stuff about my vision, I thought, well, it's a good time as any to use that as my little thing. So that's when I decided just to do the VTuber stuff. And that's what we're doing. Yeah, this bag feels like it's taken forever because we're just messing with black. Okay. And let's see here, we rotate it. Okay, let's see. And I think we're done with step 634. There's a lot of parts. It's all plates. Oh, look. I bet you can see that. 25. Well, that's cool. I was looking at it right here on the book and I thought, why is there a pattern there? Well, no, if it's looked the other way, it says 25 and Pikachu's number in the Pokedex is, well, 25. So, we see the Easter egg, Lego. Yeah, because we have a lot of tiles to put on this. It's a lot. It's a lot. I kid you not. We are putting on a lot of plates and tiles here. Yeah, I want to listen to some music. You know, I bet these record companies I bet these guys who make the record companies, they must live very boring lives if they don't like sharing stuff. Sometimes I kind of just wish I can just share a song or something like that in here. All right, I'm going to jump to step 636 just briefly because a lot of this stuff here, okay, I found my plate. It goes right here on the end, and I'm running across a lot of this stuff, so I'm going to start placing this stuff in here very slowly. So that goes like that. And, you know, it's just kind of, they must live very boring, dry lives because, you know, we're not allowed to share music on here. Just, you know, it's like, sometimes I'm humming a song in my head. And, oh, but there was something I was watching. I couldn't sleep the other night. It's been so hot I haven't been sleeping well. Fall Guy, if anybody remembers that show from the early 80s. I remember my dad used to watch that. And I think it was named Lee something. I'd drive that big pickup truck and do all that stunt stuff, stuntman stuff. Remember back in the 70s and 80s, it was all stuntman stuff. You don't see that anymore. And I was just sitting there watching some of this, and I just thought, yeah, this is back then when they used to actually use stuntmen to do things. You know? You don't see it that often anymore. You don't see a lot of stuntmen out there. I think it's considered unsafe now, but I was watching these old shows and I was just like, man, that's just kind of crazy. Boy, time flies. I was just sitting there watching it, just dozing off to it. Like, something about the old TV shows I like versus the new stuff that we have out today. You know, where I watch something new, it's just like watching the anime stuff. Hard to believe I'm saying that, but I watch anime. It's new and it's something different. I thought, why don't we have cartoons like that out here? Okay, this goes right here. Sorry, it's getting pretty big. I'm looking through the viewfinder here and making sure you can see what I'm doing. But I was just watching Fall Guy. I just thought, man, they just don't make shows like this anymore. Now I turn it on to this modern stuff, and it's just like, oh, let's just do it like this. So that's probably for the... You know, I think that's where that... You know what? Where's it at? There's a hole in the bottom. I bet this is for this. I bet that's what that's for. I don't think that would be for Pikachu, obviously. Alright. Now we got to put the water pieces on. Let's start sorting things out. Okay. Oh, these are kind of like Technic. Okay. But I was just watching the old episodes. And I thought, yeah, these are not too bad. I was a little boy when that stuff came out, and you know, watching those old stuntmen stuff. Now, here was a show that's a little before my time. Was oh man, what was that one? The Hulk, that big green guy that he would turn into the Hulk when he gets bullied or something like that, and I just thought, they just don't make shows like this anymore. They just make, you know. You gotta watch anime now to get to the good stuff. So if you're a guy or somebody like me and you just like, I don't know, Jay, that anime stuff just seems like it's for kids, give it a whirl. Trust me, it's not for kids. If you're really hesitant for content, get into it. I got into it because every time I turn on the TV, it was always something bad on the news, and I thought, no, I'm not watching more of that. That kind of thing. So that's what got me into the anime. So watch your anime, kids. Even know if it's supposed to be bad for you. It's addicting too, but I still got to find me manga for a few of the shows that I watch, just because I want to kind of expand. That's the big one there. I want to expand my the horizons on some of these shows that I watch. There we go, and then that. Okay, it goes like this. Okay, it goes right on this hole, right next to this piece right here. It's this. It's the one that. It's the very first one that you can put something in. Let's see if I can get it in there. So there we go. But we got to make another one. This bag was kind of stealthy. It was hiding all the hard stuff. Stealthy. Stealth. I should do stealth camping videos. Somebody on YouTube that does stealth camping. I thought, if I knew I wouldn't get caught, I'd do those. But right now, any kind of camping in the desert is not healthy for you. You can get sick doing it. It's the same hole right here. Okay. Well, I'm just kind of tinkering around with it. I like that blue. Those flame pieces are cool. Okay, now we're moving on to some bigger ones. These are also good for making ice caves. If you're making caves, have these hang down for like stalagmites or stalactites, or if you have an opening to a cave. That's what I see those being used for. If you're into ice stuff. See if anybody wants to go out for a meal, but I just want to go out in this heat. Although I did have a quick sandwich when I got home. And then after that, oh, I see how they go in. Like that. And this one's going to face away from it in this hole. So I have a filling. Alright, so that's, let me see here. So it's right here. You see this right here? It goes right in this area here. Right lined up here. Well, no, it doesn't fit there. Oh, no, it goes there. Right next to, see that blue thing? It goes right above it. I think. Or is it being stubborn? Get in there. There we go. But we got to make another one. I'm not sure if they were mirrored or not. When it comes to Technic, let's not mirror things, because that's a lot of bad things can happen. I can just see all the problems coming out with that. We don't want to. I don't want to make this harder than it is. My hands are getting a little tired here putting all these on. I think that's it. And then This goes on the other side, lined up with this one. Okay. Now I already threw away the box. I don't keep my boxes. So these do kind of rotate, make it look like something that it's not. You think they'd have Pikachu riding on this line, but they don't. But now it looks like, to me, oh, they want us to take his tail off right here and move the piece here for step 646. And that's what we have remaining there for bag 16. I saw that, I was like, what? Okay, so now we're going to start setting up. And I think you have to take that off for him to sit. Do you have to? We're going to find out, see if we do or we don't. But what I'm going to do is get out the turntable because we're going to need it. You know why? Because I do not want to have to grab this thing and turn it. You can probably already guess why. We don't need to be having any unexpected accidents. Don't need to do that. We've already spent all this time. We don't want to break it. Alright, so now let's take a look here. I got the Pikachu here. They want us to take this off here and move it. Do I dare to move it? You know? Oh, I see why. It's to keep the tail. I don't think that's even necessary, huh? Oh, I see why now. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take that off and then move it. You may want to get someone to help you here. Alright. Put that. Okay, the tail's going all weird. So yeah, you need that to keep the thing standing up. And alright. Tells you to shove this thing in its rear. Oh no, you lift it. Okay. Step 648. I'm afraid to move this here. I was like, what are we doing? We're putting this back in? No, you lift the Pikachu up off this piece here. And it's telling you to move things around? Huh? What are we doing here? It doesn't even open up. Oh, but the stand goes at the bottom. So this folds. Let me see here. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, it folds like this. And it fits at the bottom. Okay. Hey, at least we have spot. Don't look at me, Pikachu. Give me that look. So this goes here. Now, am I going to cover all this on the review? No. But at least now we have a... Now I just like, what the heck was that hole for? Boy, that's got to be very, very painful. So where the 25 is facing us... oh yeah, by the way, get into these bigger sets, invest in one of these. You will not go wrong with it. See, his tail's flopping around now. So he fits right on this shaft, and it goes right in there. That's very painful. You may want to get someone to help you with this one too. Okay, well, how does that even go in there? He's not even going in. If my hand's in the way, I'm sorry. Boy, that's a... Whew! I was kind of holding my breath there. Poke Ball. And they have it opened on this one, so we're going to do just that here. Take this piece out here, put this in like this. Looks like it's open and it fits right there. Yeah. It's obviously like Ash's Pikachu. And that's it. Well, let's take a look here. Let me get this thing way zoomed out because we're going to be... This is for the long haul here, folks. We are doing another big one here. Kind of reposition the ears a bit. Yeah, do I need to get up close? I can take Pikachu off and show everything. I think we're going to do that because, boy, this thing is just, it's a tower build is what it is. Okay. And yeah, I want to rip my books. I saved these. Yeah, I think we got it here. We survived that one. And that concludes this build. Let's see if there's anything goodies in the back. We already looked at the parts list at installment 1. And that's it. So basically, that's Pikachu. Can I do a full 360 spin without his noggin getting knocked into the wall? Pretty much. And yeah, do you need the stand with him? No, it already comes with the parts. So I think what I'm going to do when I do the review on this, I'm just going to show all the parts, bring Pikachu up close, and yeah, I mean, he's ready to launch and stuff. Limbs do move and stuff like that. So do I need to come up close and do an up-close shot? Not really. I'm just going to bring it up to the camera. Kind of show how to take them off and put them back on. Got the 25 here. I mean, it looks good for what it is. I think we're ready to go with the review because I want to get onto some friend sets. I think I'm kind of Pokemon'd out here. If this was like a Pokemon set with mini figures or mini dolls, I'd been happy with it. I'm going to say an 8 on this one. I think build quality and was probably the only thing that kind of killed this one off. But everything else, where you get a brick separator, all that stuff. So I'd say that, yeah. You are getting a very good build. Oh, I couldn't hold that in, but yeah, I think we're ready to go with the review here. Okay, I think this is it. Let's just jump right on in. Well, here is Pikachu all assembled, and it's a very interesting build. In addition, we do have the stand and the Poke Ball, which is really interesting. So we're going to take a quick 360 spin tour here. Now everything can detach from the base, which is cool. I do like these lightning bolts around the edges here that could be rotated if you want, so make it look a little more random. And yeah, that's essentially what it is. It's basically like a trophy. It's just meant to sit and look pretty. Well, let's get up and close and personal here with the Pokeball. Now this does close up. I have in the open position. You have to take this piece out here to put that in there to close it. I've done that in the build installments, so if you want to check those out, you're more than welcome to do so. I kept it open because that's what the instructions showed. I thought, well, let's just do that. It's also got a notch at the bottom to stick on this stub here. So you can put that right back on there really easily. Now we got Pikachu. That's a fully posable brick-built animal. We got to be careful with him, though. He can be a bit fragile. These parts of his legs don't move, but his feet do move. That's where the thing goes. Yeah, it doesn't look too friendly, does it? And here's the tail. It's only held in by this. You got to be very careful with that. His limbs do move. His head doesn't move all that much. I'm not going to try to force it, but his ears are posable too. And I'm being very careful here not to break anything. And here's the back. And in order to keep his tail up, you have to take this plate and move it to kind of pinch up into here to keep the tail like this. But when you put it on the stand, you could either have the tail stick up or have the tail flop down. I think it looks better flop down, so that's how I'm leaving it. That's what the instructions called for. But he's also posable too. Now, I'm going to set him off to the side and hope I don't break him, because here we got the stand. Okay, you can obviously tell right here, 25. They should have had this highlighted a bit better, but I think it was meant like an Easter egg. Well, now I spoil it, but yeah. He got this right here, which looks really cool. Got these lightning bolts here. This doesn't seem like this is strong to hold Pikachu, but apparently it is. And here's this thing in the back. And that's pretty much what it is for the stand. Now there's one thing I need to show here, is at the bottom. This piece here is used to put on the bottom of Pikachu, so you'll just fold this thing out here, and you would basically put this up in Pikachu's rear, and I'm going to say that for added stability if you want him to sit on a table like this. Of course, you got to make the tail stick up. You got to move this piece. So you have to do some stuff to reposition him, but he's pretty sturdy with this in here. Without this in here, he's really unstable. So you're going to go lay down and take a nap. So when we're done with this, we got to fold this back out, and then I got to stick it in here. Now, for those who are curious, I had to show this. So I didn't know what this was until the very end, this hole in the bottom. So it's a nice good place to store those extra pieces. So all the parts that come with this set can be stored within the model. That's even better because you don't have to lose them. And yeah, putting everything back on here is not too bad, except for the paint peeling off of my turntable setup here. Means I gotta do some homework and fix that. So I'll put the Poke Ball back on here. I mean, it's a nice display piece, but that's what this really is. It's just a display piece to be admired. This is really not a playable model, unfortunately. This is the most critical area, shoving that right in there, and yeah, I'll leave that for your imagination. But looking at this in person versus on the box, it is impressive for what it is. It's not bad looking at all. But I can imagine I'm going to have to dust this once in a while, because I'm probably going to keep Pikachu around for a bit. But overall, though, it's a very interesting build here. So we're going to start the review here with play value, and this is just merely a display piece, nothing more. I mean, the Pikachu is posable, but he's very limited on certain things. So honestly, for me, I would just keep him on the stand, or if you want to put him on a shelf in a display case, just take this off. The stand, it wasn't too bad. So there's just not a whole lot of play value with this. Build quality, I'd say, is pretty good, but you are going to experience some parts falling off during the build, which is normal for something like an animal figure. But for the most part, Pikachu is very strong and sturdy. Had nothing really fall off major. Like when I was building something would crumble. As far as for handling this, I haven't had anything fall off. I'm sure if I was roughhousing with this, or I'd purposely dropped it, I'm sure he's going to take a splat, but I mean, it'd be game over for him. But I mean, it's not bad for the build quality. Build experience, on the other hand, was something else. It was a fun set to put together. Now, all you see here is yellow, red, white, and black, with some blue, right? And some brown. There is a lot of colors hidden in this build. We're talking a rainbow arrangement of parts. Lego really snuck in a bunch of colors in this set. It looked like I was putting together a Lego Classic or a Lego Creator set. It was just a bunch of random colored parts. But I was pretty pleased with it because it made the build interesting. I wasn't bored with it. There was a lot of bright, cheerful colors for what we ended up with. You can't even see any of those colors in here. It's just It looks normal, but inside of all this, it's all rainbow colors. So if you're looking for something with a lot of bright, colorful pieces, here you go. Now, I don't expect anybody to part this one out. Even I'm really kind of torn, but I think I'm going to keep the Pikachu and just get rid of the base. Because the base was just kind of more or less just an afterthought, I think. For me, I'd rather just keep Pikachu and just have him on a shelf in a cabinet. Other than that, just having them sitting on the stand. I mean, this is nice to set on a desk or a nightstand or a dresser, but trying to dust all that out is going to be a pain. But overall, though, if you're looking for a really fun, colorful build experience, here you go. Now, the set could be built by up to 2 people. One person could build all this here, and another person could build Pikachu. So I'd say 2 people can comfortably put this one together. But overall, though, if you're looking for a very fun, colorful build experience despite of the final outcome, this is it. This one's got a lot of stuff. For just a display piece, the build experience did keep my interest. Lots of interesting building techniques, too. Just so much. Now, for the final score, I got to give this one an 8 out of 10. Basically just due to build quality. Like I said, there's some pieces that are going to fall off. But at least the set does come with a brick separator. It does come with a printed building guide. It comes with everything. And the building guide is laid out in such a way that it breaks down the build, tells you what to do and what not to do to make this thing work. But I think it was all down to build quality on this one, which is not bad at all. 8 out of 10 for build quality, which is around average. But as you can see, nothing's fallen off. It seems very well built for what it is, especially for a display piece. And it's pretty heavy. But I'm not dissatisfied with it. In summation, I enjoyed this one. It was really fun to put together. And now for looking at it now for, what is it, $199.99, it's not that bad of a bargain for this. You are getting a really good fun build experience with it. But just as a display piece, it's got to be maintained, keep the dust off. I'm not sure. You know, if this had like a minifigure or some other hidden stuff inside would have been better. Maybe one day, but we get a looks like a full-size, maybe 1-to-1 Pikachu. It's just cool to look at. It's really nice, but it's merely just a display piece, nothing more. But tell me what you think.